Hello, can y'all hear me?
This announcement is brought to you by the friends of the people that have nothing but enemies. So nevertheless, we want to wish you a wonderful and happy whatever occasion is with this beautiful rendition by the Port Orchard, let's see what it is, Arthritic Choir. Hit it, maestro, please. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you and many more. Son of a bitch of all we've ever done that thing.
I hope we didn't catch you already in bed. We forget about the time change back there, you know?
No, I'm not in bed. I'm sitting here wide awake. It's only 9 p.m.
Oh, you got another 15, 20 minutes left on you.
I just hope that everything goes well for you. Is your music coming along pretty well?
You won't believe this, but I actually got in touch with a bigger musician, and I'm going to be following him around on tour in April with my camera. He hired me to follow him around and make videos.
Oh, cool. That'd be great.
How cool is that?
Outstanding! Yay! Your name's getting out there.
It is.
Yes, it certainly is getting out there. Look at some quarters you might not want.
Oh, no. Grandpa, don't pay attention to him. Your reputation is getting around. It's a good thing. Oh, I'm so glad, honey. That's good news.
Thank you.
Well, and hug Caroline for us and tell her I hope she gets better soon and have many, many, many more happy birthdays.
Will do. Got this idea today. It's good. It goes a real farty kind of synthesizer. I want to do an episode today. It's a little bit more disjointed, a little bit more Casey Neistat, you know, a little bit. I'm gonna let the camera do the narrative. I don't know why I don't just leave this thing plugged in. Hey! That's it. Yeah, boy! Ha! We've got our shit together. Don't we though? That's right. It just occurred to me that I haven't done something that I've been meaning to do for a while. So today, I'm gonna give you a tour of my studio. It's basically 2 rooms. You walk down the stairs and you can either go that way, which is left, which goes into the control room, or you can go right, which is that way, which goes into the unfinished part of the basement, but it loops around and goes into the drum room. This is a really cool painting that Paul, who goes by Pollux, did, but it's based off of this photo right here. The resemblance. So if you go in to the right, the drums room is in here. It's very small. It literally is the size of the drum set and then me. That's it. The window here, this was custom built by me. It's quadruple paned and it's soundproof. Actually see my desk right there. There's nothing to see in here. I need to put more treatment on the ceiling at some point. That's kind of a back burner thing right now. This is the unfinished part of the basement. Eventually I want to have bands in here. So this part of the basement was finished when I moved in. If you recognize that stove from the squirrel episode, the bigger of the 2 species, am gonna go out of the room and you're gonna leave because I'm not here. So that's what we're doing. I'm leaving now. Part of the basement needs work. It's because there's a flooding issue in there that I'm still working on. Like there's boards missing from the walls. Like it's just, it needs work. And if you come to the left, you'll come into the main part of the studio. Now this should look pretty familiar. Main door into the studio, and you can see there's Paul's painting right there. This room is just a weird rectangle shape, kind of quasi-rectangle. If you walk this way, all of a sudden, there's a notch in the wall. Not really sure why that's there. It follows the shape of the foundation around the house. It's just a long room. Got my treatments up on the walls. Those are my new lights. This is all 100% hand built. Like, I mean, this wall wasn't here. I had to put that up, put the patch panel in right there so I can feed microphone and 1/4 inch into the drums room. I built the desk myself. I mean, this is all homemade. When I was making, ooh, that light making my head look weird. Whoa, whoa. Sorry. Got a rack below. Actually got too much light now. That's kind of a funny problem. This is a rack that sits below the desk. 2 power conditioners. My interface, which is a Motu 8 Pre. I love this thing. I've had it for like 10 years. And then I've got a SCOM stereo compressor. I use this for drums, sometimes for vocals. It's just an outboard compressor. It's nothing fancy. This down here is my wireless, I use my pack for my headphones. This enables it so I can walk around pretty much the whole house and hear the monitor in my ear. This thing's really handy. It's better than being wired in for an in-ear monitor. And I use it on stage too. So this thing's cool. Again, nothing here is top of the line. Everything here is just consumer grade stuff. I don't have any professional equipment. Other than the Prophet, that's a professional piece of equipment. This is all off Craigslist. It's all off eBay. Nothing here is super expensive. This is where I've been recording vocals, having my microphone set up against some of the sound dampening batting. I've been doing it here instead of going into the other room because it's just another step to walk around there, hit record, go around the wall, and then record my vocals. It's much easier just to have it right here. It's been sounding pretty good. This is my computer. Again, DIY. I can't afford a Mac. So this is what we use. You can get a lot more performance for far cheaper money out of a PC than you can out of a Mac. I believe all the components together for this particular PC was around 1,400 bucks. It's a Core i7, it's got 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM and a GTX 1080. You can kit out a Mac Pro, the trash can Mac, at the highest settings. This thing will outdo it. I want to say like 1/8 of the price. I don't hate Apple, but I don't like their prices. This is my synthesizer rack. And I know some of you are thinking to yourself, but Garden Sauce, we've already seen this rack. I'm sure y'all have seen this in another episode or two, but I want to point out like what's here. This is a Virus TI, this is a Roland, and this is an EMU Proteus 2000. This is an older synthesizer here on the bottom. It does like a lot of 90s and 80s sounds. That's pretty much why I own it. And this Roland right here is from the early 2000s. And these two things right here together, I think I got off of, well, I bought this one off of George for 150, I think, and I bought this Proteus off of Reverb for like 95 bucks. You can find these old synthesizer modules and they're fantastic. And you can find these for really cheap. So again, you don't have to spend a whole bunch of money to produce good tunes. Be a bargain hunter. Have some patience. I mean, it took me, I think, about 10 years to build up all this gear, but now I'm rolling. And you know what I'm saying? And it didn't cost me a small fortune. It doesn't make any sense. I'm like the least patient person in the world, but for certain things, I have patience, right? Where are we going with this? Let's keep rolling. These are all the instruments. My electric bass, Goldie, one of my electric guitars. This is Paul back here. That's my other electric guitar. A stick, NS Design upright bass. My acoustic guitar is in this case right here. And then of course my upright bass is over there. There it is. That's an oud. It's a weird Pakistani instrument, I think. That's a sitar. There's a long story about how I got that. I haven't done an episode with that yet because I don't think I'm doing it justice yet. 2 djembes. They're both my wife's djembes. She lets me keep them down here. I now have 2 whiteboards. One for ideas and one for tasks. And this one was gifted to me by my wife for my birthday. Thanks, honey. This one right here was one of the best investments I've ever made. One of the best investments I've ever made was buying this whiteboard. This thing keeps me on task. If you don't have a whiteboard, you need one. Go get a whiteboard. This is another picture by Pollux. The guy does some amazing artwork. I'm gonna put a link to his social media in the description down below. Cool shit, Paul. Back there are my monitors. They're Mackie MR8s. I've had them for about 10 years. I don't like to master on other speakers anymore now that I'm used to these. And that's it. It's not too complicated. I love this place. You know, I built it with my own 2 hands. It's my favorite thing to talk about, so let me know in the comment section down below if there's anything you'd like me to go more in depth. That background music you've been hearing this whole time is a song I wrote called 28. It's a song about just feeling like a boss and having your shit together. If you'd like to hear that full song, click right here. If you'd like to see yesterday's episode, where I did a VIP mix of a song that I wrote on Sunday, right? Sunday? No, Monday, click right here. If you'd like to subscribe to me, click here. And if you'd like to support me on Patreon, click right here. But as always, my name's GARDNSOUND. Share today's music with somebody that you think is a boss. See y'all tomorrow.